Right, hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And today is just going to be a quick update video about a couple of clocks. First one being this one, which it's not a Gustav Becker. I know I'm saying these words for the second time on this channel now. After the first time when I said that clock is probably not a Gustav Becker, but we'll move on. Yeah, this clock, I was told by someone called Linus that this clock is not a Gustav Becker. They said it was a mounter, more than likely, because they have a very similar one. Their one comes with all the original instruction handbook. I think that's, yeah. However, there is one difference I see between mine and their clock, which is their one has a multi-note strike, which is basically a strike with 3 different notes, whereas my one has the single note strike, which is just one note. Now it could be a mounter still, because their one also has the same sort of keyhole winding arrangement, but there is another clock I saw on YouTube. In fact, the video was made by JJ's Horological Collection, and they said that their clock, which also is very similar to this, it also has the same gong block and the same, pretty much the exact same chime rod arrangement. They said that their one was a HAC. So this could be a HAC or it could be a mounter. I'm not sure. However, there is one thing that this means. I'm going to have to make another in-depth video for it, because I don't know. I don't like having incorrect information in my videos. I try to get all of my facts right, but most of the time I get them wrong. So my apologies for that. But yeah, apart from me having some bad information sometimes, yeah. Oh well. The other clock I'm going to talk about is the Bentima, which I actually took the movement out because I wanted to figure out the reason why. Because this clock is a very specific problem. Now, if you go way back to like my second ever video, you'll see that this clock appeared, and I said it's a triple chime, but only 2 of the chimes work, which is Westminster and St. Michael's. I figured out why Whittington doesn't work. Whenever you try and put this clock in the Whittington position, the chime barrel won't slot into the Whittington position. It'll just slot straight into the St. Michael position. And I found out that if you push the chime barrel, like you have to keep pressing it though, like hold it, it will actually go into the Whittington position. However, as soon as you let go, it will slot straight back into the St. Michael's position. So I have a suspicion that either, I think that maybe the spring that controls the chime barrel might be in need of a replacement, or there might be something much more serious going on. Yeah, that's the main reason why I took the movement out. As you can see, I successfully managed to put it back in, obviously, which is good. But don't know what's wrong with the chime barrel on this clock. I will figure it out one day. But that's the main 2 clocks I was going to talk about. Not much else to discuss, really. Not much else to talk about. Oh yeah, I did do a bit of moving around. The Ergo's clock is back over there again, and this clock is here again, because this clock it did not like sitting on there, because it was, the surface on there isn't really balanced very well, which is a bit of a problem. Well, that clock sits there a lot better as well. It doesn't have that wobbling, like where the case sort of does like this wobbling. It doesn't do it nearly as bad as the other clock did. Yeah. So yeah. Also, I have all the keys for these clocks on there, because the keys I found out really enough. If you put the keys right in front of the clock, on some surfaces it'll actually make the clock I can't speak English. When the clock chimes, the key will actually make a buzzing noise. So that's why I've got all the keys on top of this clock. And also, yeah, I do have car pictures. I like cars. So yeah. Yeah. Apart from that, yeah, again, nothing else to discuss. This clock is still ticking away very fast and keeping good time. It does lose a couple minutes though, so I do need to regulate it at some point, but I can't be bothered to move it right now and get it off the wall. And also, I don't really mind moving it a couple minutes ahead. So yeah. And yeah, that's about it, I think, for the clock collection. Not a lot of my clocks are running. You know, I have this one running. I have that one running. I can't stop that one. And yeah, the two little battery powered carriage clocks are over there, and the other battery powered clocks, and the Smith's Cetric clock. And that's it. That's all that's running. Oh, and the Bentima as well. That's running. Yeah. Actually, yeah, something else to talk about. The Bayard alarm clock. This one does also have a another fault that I found, which is sometimes it will stop every now and again, which is a bit unfortunate. But I mean, it doesn't stop very often, and usually it just stops after like a day or two, because I think this is meant to run for like 2 days, and on rare occasions it will stop after a day of running. So yeah, so I think it's just sometimes jams up, but it's very rare. So you know, well. And also, I don't really use it that much. I just keep it there looking nice, so it doesn't really affect much. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing to know. At least it runs for a day, rather than just working for 5 minutes then stopping. Yeah. Apart from that, I think that's all that's to be talked about. Actually, okay, this is going to make the video a bit longer, but my birthday is actually coming up really soon, in about a week. So yeah, there will be another video in about 7 days featuring possibly 3 new clocks. I'm not going to say what type of clock they are. I'll make a post the day before and just give a couple of hints of what they could be. But yeah. Yeah. I might put that post up. I don't know. Or I might forget. If I do forget, then I do apologise. But yeah, so that video will be made in a week of those 3 new clocks. Well, possible 3 new clocks. I don't know if it's all been... Yeah, because they could be sold within this week. So, oh, that was that one going off. Yeah, so there will be possibly 3 new clocks coming within this next week or 2. So stay tuned for that, I suppose. And I will see you guys in the next video. For definite now, I'm going to be ending the video now before I make it like 14 minutes long. So I will see you guys in the next video.